Okay guys, hello and welcome back to this tutorial. We'll be looking at exporting the body of our phone amp into Slicer, slicing it up, creating plans for the laser cutter, saving those plans and getting ready to actually cut some wood. Okay, so first thing we need to do is see if we have Slicer under this make menu. That's what it looks like, Slicer for Fusion 360. If you don't have it, then you need to go to this page, which the link for here will be in the description, and it'll explain how to install Slicer, and it will basically give you a link to go to here to the Autodesk App Store, where you actually need to log in. I've already logged in, and find Slicer, download it and install it following the instructions here. So once you've done that, then we can carry on and import this object into Slicer. Okay, so once we have this here, now Slicer only accepts one component at a time. So we will only be exporting the body component. Turn off tunnel and phone so you don't see them. We go make Slicer, and it's asking us to select the component. So that's the component I want to import. The refinement is medium, that's absolutely fine. And click OK. Alright, here's the Slicer environment. So the navigation is slightly different, but doesn't take that much. I orbit using my right mouse button, not shift and the center wheel, but it's pretty easy to get used to it. Okay, zooming in is in the center wheel. Okay, let's go over on the left here. So first of all, we need to define the size of the sheets that it's going to lay out our plans on. So by default it's an imperial measurement. We need to click on that and see that there's actually nothing we can actually use. Take my word for it. So we're going to click on that little pencil tool, and we're going to select the bottom one and click the two pluses, which means copy that to another one. So I've just made a duplicate of that one. I'm going to click in there and just type in 600 mm times 600 mm times 3 millimeters. That's a new sheet that I'm creating. So the units are millimeters, material size is 600, width is 600, so length is 600, width is 600, thickness is 3, and everything else we'll leave as it is, and we'll just go done. And now over here we should be able to see it and select it. That's the one that we just created. So basically what's going to happen, you're going to do your design work, and I'm going to give you a sheet, one sheet of 600 by 600 by 3 mil ply, and that is what you'll use to cut out your work. Actually it'll be probably 3 sheets to 2 students. Anyway, object size, the units needs to be millimeters. Make sure it's millimeters. This stuff leave as it is. Uniform scale is good. Construction technique, Slicer is great. It'd be good to play around with it, but for this video we're just going to do this one project. So the construction technique for this project is going to be stacked slices. There's lots we can do, but we're just going to go stacked slices. Now that's what it's come up with, but that is going to be a very inefficient, well actually in terms of space it's efficient, but in terms of construction it's quite inefficient because of the orientation of the slices. Looks pretty cool, but what I want to do is go to slice direction and change my slice. So my slicer to be turned 3 degrees, and it's much smoother, and it's going to be much easier. More space. Got 2 board, one board. Going to be worth it. All right, a little bit difficult for is up with glue. So it might drill a hole and put it there to hold it up. How we're going to click on that. A 6 mil, 3.35, and it has by putting one down. I actually want to click on that little plus sign, and it's added another one. I just got to just try and make it symmetrical. So we've got 2 down, and that's pretty good. These are slices. There's another hole. Are the in which we stack it. So back number 1, 3, 5, 8, 9, 10, 15 slices. All right. So that's what it looks like with our holes. Now let's look at the assembly steps. First of all, the material. So we clicked on assembly steps. The material is plywood, and we'll start down here. All right, now as I click this button, it highlights which piece it's going to use. So at the moment it's got number 1, number 2, number 3, and so on. And this is how we actually go and build our model up all the way through to 15. And that's it. Once we have that, then we need to take these 2 plans and save them. So we're going to go over here and click on get plans. These are the plans. We need to export them as a DXF in millimeters, and we're going to export to my computer, and that is it. After that, we go out onto the laser cutter and start cutting. Awesome. Thank you very much. I hope you've got a bit of insight and knowledge and skill from these tutorials, and I really look forward to seeing your phone apps and listening to them. Thank you very much, and I'll see you later.